Don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I work too hard for it. No, I need to beat it before you mess up the mood. Yeah, I work too hard for it. Yeah, don't mess up the mood.
Hello.
Hi.
Hola. He said hola.
I think Bryce is just gonna try to talk Spanish the whole time.
Nah, dude. I don't know any
He's like, that's all I know, bro.
I can talk Hawaiian.
For real?
Hawaiian, yeah.
We might want to have you do that at some point.
I just know simple sentences like, y como my hijo va y,
Simple sentences.
Well, the language is like when you don't know
just
the
rap in
language.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, when you don't know
That's,
the language, it sounds like really complicated.
That's welcome to Hawaii, and then I'm trying to remember. I just had to learn simple stuff like that.
Well, welcome to the podcast,
Yes,
everybody.
sir.
We're back.
Stoked. Yep.
We're killing it with the consistency.
What episode is this? Episode 30. Is it really 32 already?
No.
Yeah. No, it's because we haven't dropped some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's
okay.
still two.
Yeah,
There's still two we haven't dropped.
Yeah.
So.
I was telling him we've been kind of consistent with this, bro. I'm proud.
Yeah,
I'm proud
for
of
the
us.
past like 2 months, I think we've
Yeah.
been killing it.
It's been pretty good.
Like every single week, which is dope. That wall's getting bigger,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
It's getting
I've
filled
seen
up.
like so
We're
many people.
We're gonna need a bigger one pretty soon.
Eventually, yeah, because then I think we do this, bro, and then maybe one more on the bottom.
Dude,
and
I'm
that's-
calling
yeah.
it like 2 months. It's gonna be full. Calling.
You
it.
think
Hopefully.
so?
I'm calling.
I
it.
would love that. I would honestly love that. I love this podcast, and I love that we get to do this.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing 2 at a time, so I guess
Yeah.
maybe I think so. Maybe in 2-3
Yeah.
months,
And
by like
so-
September, it might be.
And
a
it's just
full
getting
wall.
bigger and bigger too. I've realized.
There's a lot more people who
Yeah.
want to come and stuff. Like the more people that are aware of it, they're like, "Oh, I want to
Yeah.
go on there." I'm like, "Hold on a second, though. We got
Yeah.
we got to
gotta-
get through people, you know."
But
Yeah.
today we have our youngest guest ever.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah. How old are you, Bryce?
I'm 16, so
Yeah,
there's
he's the
like there's a
youngest.
lot of confusion with my age, cause like 2 weeks before I turned 16, I was like, "Oh, I'm 16," cause like to the people I didn't know, I was like, "Oh, I'm 16," just to be funny.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a lot of confusion when I turned 16. Everyone thinks I'm 17 or 16.
Like,
I'm
your
saying it
birthday
right
just
now.
passed?
To all of you, I'm 16.
16 years old.
Coming from me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyone else saying I'm 17, you're wrong.
Then yeah, he is. I think he is the youngest.
Yeah,
then.
he's definitely the youngest.
The youngest we had before you was, I'm pretty sure was who was it?
Axel.
Might have been. Yeah, but he,
Like
he was
17,
17 and 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you just turned 16.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, no, he's a young
Okay.
man.
Yeah, he's definitely the
He's
youngest
ready.
head
Look
we've
at this
had.
man. He's got his camera like on hand.
Bro, yeah, he
Bro,
showed
I bring
up,
this
like,
thing everywhere.
He's
dude.
like, what if something comes up? You know?
Yeah, he's
I'll
like, what if
fucking-
I need to shoot after?
Come on, man.
It reminds me of myself. I used to bring my camera everywhere.
Like take it everywhere you went.
Yeah. So
That's
we'll
my
see.
baby.
You just never know, man. You never
Exactly.
know when you're out, and then you're like, what if I need my camera today?
It's just so exciting when you're first starting. Like you can just take pictures or whatever.
Just
and,
carry it
like,
everywhere, sleep
yeah.
with it.
But he's been doing it for a while, so I guess I shouldn't.
Yeah,
say that, but
why don't you introduce yourself, tell people what you do, how long you've been doing it. all that.
the IG.
I'm Bryce Bowlin. My handle is bbimagez with a Z. If you want to go follow me, you can.
No, what do you mean? Go follow him.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 2 years on the 11th. June 11th.
This month?
Yeah.
Or wait, June 11th, so you just
Yep.
hit it?
I just hit my 2-year mark.
Oh,
I
wow.
got my first camera on June 11th 2 years ago. So,
So you're 14?
yep, I was 14.
Wow. Damn, you started young, dude.
I know, dude. Everyone thinks like, how are you so good? You're like just starting. No, I wasn't
Yeah,
just starting. It's
definitely
been
not.
like 2 years.
I mean, yeah, 2 years is long enough to...
It's long enough to know
Start.
how to use a camera and like how to edit and stuff like that.
yeah, like figure out the
I definitely
basics.
like didn't even know like how to even like open Lightroom like 4 months in, but
Oh.
Yeah.
Or like how to really use it and all
yeah,
that.
I was just like having fun. I didn't even know I wanted to take pictures. Like I got my camera to like start a YouTube.
And why'd you
stuff.
get it? What was the reason behind
To
getting
start
the
a
camera?
YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
But like I was just like, oh, this camera isn't that good for video, because I didn't really know what to get, you know. And I just started taking pictures, and I'm like, actually, this is kind of fun. So that's how I got into it.
So I went from like wanting to start a YouTube channel to
Yeah.
getting into photography.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was your channel gonna be if you would have done it?
dude.
What kind of
It was-
channel are you gonna have?
Yeah.
It was like the cringiest thing ever. It was like,
I bet.
it was like, I was like gonna do like vlogs and stuff like that, and like taste test challenges and like
Taste
super
test
weird
challenges?
stuff like that.
Like the typical YouTube thing.
Yeah, like hot sauce challenges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did a couple with my phone, and then
Oh,
I got
really?
the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't made like a video in like 2 years, so.
You still got those up on the channel?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm about to. You gotta send me that link.
I will. I'm not telling it to anyone. I'll send it to you guys though. You're
gotta
not
send
gonna
us
go
the
find
link.
Yeah,
it.
when you're 14, man, you're going through that phase. You post
Dude, that
the
was so
cringiest
bad.
stuff ever.
Yeah,
That's
I've
so
deleted
bad,
a lot
sir.
of stuff from my Instagram too, just before, like,
I
anything
still
before
have,
like
like-
2016, I completely
Yeah.
got rid of. I was like,
Yeah,
nope.
I used to have like my old Instagram in like freshman year of high school in 8th grade, and then it got hacked out of nowhere.
Oh.
So I had to make a new one, but it's still up because I don't want to pay like that $300 or whatever to get it back
Oh.
up, so I can delete
Uh-huh.
it. But
Oh, really?
it's still there. I got all my old pictures on it, and I'm just like,
Oh,
please
that's
don't go
funny.
follow that.
I remember someone once found my old Facebook page, and I was like, oh god. I was like, how do
Yeah,
I get rid of this?
exactly.
And I had
I
to
know.
like
I, like, wanna
put
get
in
rid
so
of it
much
so
work
bad.
to delete it because people were just sending me like all the selfies I used to take back
I
then.
know,
And,
and
Oh
then
my
people are like
God.
following me on there. They're just like, "Is this you?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, but no,
You know
it's not
how
me anymore."
Facebook reminds you of like the memories and stuff. Sometimes I go on there, I'm like, oh my god, let me just put this on private because nobody can see.
no, the
shit
Facebook
now.
I have now, I think I made like 3 years ago, and I never touch it. I just have it to like talk to family
Yeah.
from like Mexico and stuff. But the one before that was like the one I made in like freaking sophomore year of high school or something,
Mm-hmm.
or like freshman year. So there's all these pictures from like back then, like high school photos with all the homies. Like
Yeah.
you dress up on a Friday. We had like fancy fit Fridays at Damani, so
No.
you would try to dress up nice. And dressing nice for us in high school was like you just wear a flannel. If you had
funny
a shirt
'cause
with buttons, it was.
I
like,
just wear a flannel anyways.
yeah.
Help,
Yeah, that was, like, the
baggy-ass
thing.
flannel. But did you start in MySpace too or not?
Yeah, I had a MySpace.
Dude, oh my god.
MySpace
I wish
was
I could
dope,
log
though.
into
I
don't
Can
even
you
know what
still
that
log
is.
into
I still,
MySpace?
yeah. If you still remember your stuff, you can.
Fuck,
But
I'm gonna try.
I've been trying to log into my MySpace for like 6
Dude,
years.
I don't
and
even know what
can't.
MySpace is.
No, that was.
Oh, that's how you know
Yeah.
you're young.
Yeah. Because MySpace, if I had to guess.
Dude, MySpace started. I created my MySpace when I was in 7th grade, bro.
What?
So
That's
that
insane.
means if you're 16 and I'm about to be 27,
He was,
we're
like 2 or 3 years
like
old.
an 11-year difference.
Oh my god.
So you were like 3, bro.
Dang.
Which is
Yeah.
ridiculous
See,
to
that's-
think
that's
about.
tough.
No, you were
We're
you're
all,
like
man.
5
Yeah.
or 4.
That's
Oh my
insane.
god, bro.
Yeah, we're old as fuck, dude.
This man was 4 years old when we created MySpace. That's
That's so
sickening.
funny.
That's insane,
That
dude.
makes me feel sick. Oh my god. Yeah, but that was the OG. It was
Yeah.
like MySpace was I think it was cooler than Facebook because it was so like you personalize everything.
Yeah.
Like you used to make your page look exactly how you wanted.
Yeah.
That's like low-key how some people learn how to do web design because you literally
Yeah,
would
for
just
us.
customize everything. You had like your top 5 friends, which was like huge back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I just use Squarespace. That's all I use because
For
I'm
your
like I don't,
website thing?
Yeah. I don't-
Squarespace is dope though.
Yeah, I don't
like
want to put in all that work just to
Yeah,
learn
it's
how
so
to web
easy these
design.
days.
You just get your own.
Do you have a
template.
website?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's
You've never seen his web?
No, I've never
website?
seen it.
It's
It's
check it out. It's good.
BryceBowlinPhotography.com. I got a contact page on there if you want to hire me too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he
So-
always shares it on his
You don't
story.
have one,
Ever
huh?
seen it? No,
I mean,
I don't
yeah.
even know if I'm gonna make one anymore at this
I don't
point.
even know. Honestly, I'm just gonna say this. I don't
actually,
even know if I
like-
need one.
It helps so much though. Like
Does
from
it?
what I've realized, like I get so much traffic on my Instagram from my website. Believe it or not, because people look up my name because they've heard me like floating around.
Yeah, that's true. If
And
they
then they
look
get
you
to
up-
my socials, and then they can contact me through my page.
That's true.
It just helps so much.
Like if
from what I
somebody looks
realized.
you up on Google, that's like what's gonna come up
yeah,
is your website.
I've seen
so.
people like look me up just for fun, and like that's like the first one too.
that
to come
pops up as your
Yeah.
website.
Because I remember having a website for a while when I was like, I'm not seeing like
And it's not even
Any-
that big of
any
like a
gains from this.
money thing either, for me at least,
Yeah,
because it actually helps with like getting clients and stuff.
yeah.
You know what? I'm hella stoked about that Venmo just did. Is
Oh
when you
yeah.
have a business Venmo account,
Yeah.
you now have the option for tipping. Like when
Really?
people pay you.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
That's
just
awesome.
found out yesterday.
that's
So
tight.
so I did some sessions yesterday, and I've been having most of the people pay me to my business one now.
Yeah.
And so Like, I had people pay me, and then I had a notification saying, "Oh, Venmo not offering tipping system," and I was like,
Whoa.
what?
That's kind of cool though.
And I went on, and pretty much you set it up so that when someone pays you for something, it'll ask them while they're like putting in their amount, like, would you like to add a tip? And then they can just select
Dude, that's
whatever they want to do. Because, you know, most people will tip you as like a photographer.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's kind of dope though, no, because like now it's just an option there. You know, like you can give them an option. You can put like 5, 10, 15, 20. Instead of like people are like, how much should I send you? And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I just take whatever I
Yeah,
can get,
it's
But
to
like,
be
if you
honest.
think about it, when you go to the store and then the thing pops out, you're way more likely to actually
Yeah,
tip.
you're
Yeah.
way more likely to do
Way
that.
more likely.
That's why I think it's beneficial, because people see it and then they think about it.
Yeah,
because
because
I've had
like, oh, there's a tip option. I should
I've had
probably
so
tip.
many times where I do a shoot and I see these people, or like a few days after when I send them their photos, they're like, "Oh, I didn't send you a tip. I'm sorry." And then they send something,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, okay.
That's-
well, I mean,
that's
it's
cool.
cool." Yeah, but then like he said, it's like at the heat of the moment they think about it and they're like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let me just do it now." So
Yeah,
That's cool, though.
I
And a lot of
haven't
people use
upgraded
it.
to the business.
you should you have a fee for transactions, but I mean it's only reasonable
Yeah.
with all the stuff they offer you.
Yeah.
Like I think you get charged like 2%.
It's not even
of
that bad.
whatever
It's like
they send you.
50 cents or something.
Yeah, it's not that much.
If you price it accordingly, you can just raise your pricing a little bit. and
Yeah.
it pays for itself.
And just to cover it, like let's say if you're charging like 100, just charge 110
Yeah.
to accommodate, and then you're fine. Or if people tip you, then
and that's just with everything.
counterbalances it too.
You gotta take into account all your expenses and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty
How
much.
are you doing with that? Are you doing paid shoots
Yep.
and everything? Like,
Yep.
are you getting clients?
I feel like the more and more that comes my way, the more and more I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's like a thing that runs with everyone. Like I've realized in the past like month, I've had the most paid shoots like I've ever had.
This past month?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you have a very strong style.
Mhm.
Do you
Very
find
dark
that?
and moody.
Yeah, very moody.
Dark and moody is the way I describe it.
So when people hit you up, do they hit you up and be like, "Can you do something different?" Or just do they let you do whatever? What do you think?
It's kind of weird because like when people hire me, they hire me from my website, obviously, and obviously you're gonna look at my photos before hiring me. I don't
Yeah.
know why you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But then they contact me and they're like, "Oh, okay." And so we get there, take the shots. About a week later, I send them the edited photos, right? And then they're like, "Oh, these are kind of cool, but can you send some like a little bit lighter?" And I'm just like, "You saw my style, like you hired me for my style."
Yeah.
I'm like,
So they,
"Sorry, no."
They do try to like talk you into not having them as dark.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And it's funny because like they aren't as dark as like my model shoots. Because like I told him earlier, like when I think of like when they want to print them out, for example, the contrast and the blacks and the whites are going to be different when you print them. So I just bump all the highlights and whites and blacks and stuff just a tiny bit, just to accommodate that.
For like prints and stuff. Okay.
Because I know some people want to print their photos. So
Yeah. Yeah, I do that too. Like, but obviously our editing styles are very different.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can see if I had a very dark tone style, why would you would tone it down a little bit
Yeah.
for print's sake?
yeah,
Because a lot of the times the print machines don't pick that up, and
yeah.
then they
And then
can
there's
just,
like no details in the blacks.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
just
what the heck?
totally come out not how your picture looks.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yeah, I've had people who go like print their photos and they order it somewhere and the website has some sort of like autocorrect option
Yeah.
where their software tries to correct the coloring, and then they do yes for that, and
I
then
don't
their
mess with
picture.
that.
I'm like,
Yeah, no, I
no,
don't
don't
mess with
ever,
that.
don't ever choose that. Let it just print it how it is, because then
Yeah.
the machine's gonna try to like make a color a certain way.
That's like sharpening your image in the Instagram editor.
Yeah,
Like,
just-
why would you do that?
Yeah, like don't do that. Exactly.
Oh, this has like this needs a little bit more contrast. I'll just edit it in Instagram.
in
Don't
Instagram,
do
yeah,
that.
it's so bad.
Don't do that.
Everything
It's so
that's
bad.
automated is just not gonna be good.
Yeah.
Uh,
No,
yeah.
definitely. I mean, it's like when you start and you shoot auto and then you
Oh,
learn
yeah.
about
Yeah.
manual and you're
Yeah.
like, wow, the difference, dude.
How did you go about learning how to manage like, or how to work with the camera and how to edit? How to
well,
roll out?
I haven't brought this up yet, but my cousin Joshua Bowlin, he lives on Oahu, Hawaii. He
Why does that sound so familiar?
probably
Joshua
because I've quoted him before,
Okay.
and
It rings a bell. So.
yeah, But basically, he's kind of how I started, like 3 years ago, before I even got my camera. We met up for a Thanksgiving dinner in Coachella at my other cousin's house, and he's a big video guy. He does a lot of car commercials. He's like probably the biggest video guy I know. He's really good at video. But he brought up with the gimbal and like the camera, and I had like no idea what that stuff was. But I was interested in it, obviously, and I was like, whoa, that thing's kind of cool. And like he'd go off on his own path and take videos of like the sunsets and like the sun setting and the clouds rolling. He's really into time lapses. And all of a sudden, like I came up to him when he was all alone, like doing his thing, and I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. Can I try? And he's like, yeah, sure. And like we got the dirt bike out, and I was holding on to the gimbal. I had no idea how to use it, and I was just running after it, and I was like, this is so much fun. And that was like the moment I realized like I wanted to do this. And that's kind of how I got into photography. But like getting out of auto and like learning how to use a camera, he's definitely a part of that. Like whenever I'd go onto a shoot to take photos, I'd ring him up and he'd answer. Like he'd probably be hella busy.
Yeah.
And he'd be like doing something, like he's probably out of breath, and you're just like background noises and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, sorry to interrupt, and he's like, no, don't worry. And then he's just like, so I remember I had no idea how to take pictures of fireworks. It was like the 4th of July, like a month after I got my camera. And he's like, oh, just do this with your settings, do that with your settings, and they came out awesome. I'd always just ring him up to ask about settings, and that's kind of how I learned.
At least he
knows
was
all
like
about it.
very supportive in that sense, though, where he'd like answer
Yeah.
you and be like, "Oh yeah, what do you need?"
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Because when you have that, when you don't have that in the beginning, it can kind of just be like,
Yeah, it's always good to have a
disappointing.
support system right off
Yeah.
the bat,
Yeah.
because then it just makes everything a lot easier
Yeah.
than trying to learn on your own. You know?
Yeah.
And then you edit on Lightroom and everything like that.
I used Lightroom, Photoshop, and sometimes After Effects to add like a little bit of video to like stories and stuff.
Oh,
But yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn more After Effects though, and
Yeah.
Photoshop.
I definitely think that you're pretty set with like, you know, you're already using Lightroom. I met people that have been shooting for a while and they don't even use Lightroom.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm
You'd be
like, how you-
surprised
yeah,
how
how you
long
doing
people
that?
shoot
What do
without
they
Lightroom.
use?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Visco.
Visco. Or
Yeah.
just Photoshop.
Just put on
you know
a
how you can edit on Photoshop, but you have to go like one by one, picture by
Yeah.
picture.
There's people who legit will just like throw on a Visco filter and then slightly adjust it, and that's their editing.
Yeah.
Which,
Wow.
you know, kudos to you if that's what you want to do, but you can tell like right off the bat.
I just feel like that's
Yeah.
not professional.
Yeah, and you can tell. It shows.
I use Visco for like story filters, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like I never use it on an actual image though.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, or like video, like if I take like a story video or story picture, I usually use a filter on it from Visco because I'm not gonna go, you know, edit
Yeah. All right.
something on
Just
that,
like
you
you're just
know?
walking down the street, you're just like showing what you're doing. Gotta go home, edit this video, get it off Adobe, and then upload it to my story. Like, who's gonna do that?
Yeah, like no one in their right mind has the time to do that, or is that dedicated to like their story? You know what I
That'd
mean?
be so funny.
Like, oh my god, I can't imagine putting
Just
that time
swiping
and
up.
effort.
Did you edit this on Adobe? Yeah.
You're like, yo, dude, is that Premiere Pro? Like,
Is that
damn.
Premiere?
All
That'd be
these like
so
freaking
funny.
transitions
Right.
from like a phone story, dude.
Just
Oh
a-
no.
Sorry, I just
see.
really wanted to document my day.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, here's my
Like a
entire
full-ass
day.
blog.
Like
That'd be
6
so
stories
funny.
back to back of just the day. Like
That'd be
you're
so
out getting
funny.
coffee and you're like,
Yeah.
like you
Sorry,
gotta do that.
I had to make a whole
People
client
do like
video.
the zoom in with
Yeah.
like their camera. Like you do that with your phone. You're like,
I had to make a whole client video just for my story. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
You like do the effect where it flips into another image after that, and it's your phone coming out.
That'd be so
Oh,
funny.
dude, I'm about to do that now and see
Are
if
you-
anyone catches it.
Are you
My
on
story.
TikTok at all?
No, I'm trying to get into it though. I'm not really. I'm trying to get into more reels
Yeah.
and TikToks and stuff like that.
I keep saying that every episode.
Yeah, we say that all the time. It
'Cause-
definitely seems to help. And-
I have some friends who like come with me to my shoots, and they're starting to take behind the scenes videos. And,
Oh,
like,
okay.
stuff like that. And I'm
That's cool,
thinking
though.
about getting like a cold shoe mount because I have a GoPro. Sorry.
GoPro?
GoPro, yeah. I have a GoPro, and I can just put my GoPro on a cold shoe mount and
Yeah.
like kind of get behind the scenes on top
Yeah.
of my camera.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I feel like that'd be hecka cool.
Yeah. Cause I don't know, man. I want to get into TikTok. I don't get TikTok. I can't make.
I
videos.
don't
use
get it
TikTok
either.
just to use it.
I never go on there.
I can't make videos.
I
on it.
honestly
don't
go
know
on
what
there
it
just
is.
because it's funny. Like I just
Yeah.
scroll,
Yeah.
but I've never made anything on it before. I've actually never even tried to like record something. I just go on there and spend way too much time scrolling. I always get that guy that pops up who's like, "Hey, I know you've been on TikTok for a while, but why not take a break?" I'm like, "Man, just keep going."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I only go on TikTok like once or twice a month.
Really?
And when I go on it, I'm there for like hours.
Dude,
I'm like,
I get on it every single day for at least like an hour.
oh my gosh.
It's bad, bro.
So I only go on there at night, and then every time.
Oh, that's the worst.
Every time
When
I
you go
do,
on- yeah.
I
gosh.
realize it's 4
Oh,
a.m.
it's 4 a.m.
and I'm still
Yep.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was me last night actually. I'm like, I got on it at like 10. Before I knew, I'm like, bro, it's midnight. I need to go to sleep. I've been on there for
Someone
2
just hitting you
hours.
up. Why are you still up at 4 a.m.? Are you grinding? No, I'm just on TikTok.
Right.
They're like, damn, bro, the editing must be
So
going
you guys be
crazy
like,
right
yeah,
now.
dude, I've been editing this whole time.
Yeah, bro, I've been editing since 10 p.m. You're like on the, I don't even know what number TikTok at that point.
Yeah.
You probably gotten that message like 6 times. Hey, go to bed. It's fine.
I know.
Oh my
Like,
God.
stop grinding. You need sleep.
Yeah.
So-
do you think that you have a lot of free time to edit and stuff, or are you in school right now, or
Um,
vacation?
It's kind of half and half, you know?
Hmm.
Like, I'm in the middle of, like, I'm taking credit recovery for one class because I was focusing too much on photos.
Hmm.
And that's what I'm in the middle of right now. But, that's just about it. I kind of have, it's, because I take a lot of time with my edits.
Do
Like,
you?
if some of you, like, follow me, like, you see my collages and, like, my carousels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I put a lot of Photoshop work into those and a lot of Lightroom work in those.
Yeah.
And I just take a lot of time to edit. I don't know. It's like
I mean, it just-
3 or 4 hours just for one.
like one set.
Like a whole shoot?
Yeah.
That's
But
not
quality
too-
over
yeah.
quantity, you know?
That's true.
I feel like it's
How long does it take you to
When
edit
you-
one photo shoot, Nanders?
me.
Yeah.
How many pictures
from
we
the
talking?
start,
Like,
though, from the start. Let's
like
see
50 to 60?
a couple shoot.
I get like 35
Okay.
on average.
I got way too many.
I give a lot more than that too. Let's say okay, I'll use like the minis I did yesterday,
Yeah.
right? Because I have more like today and tomorrow, but yesterday was the first one for June, so they're just 20 minutes,
Yeah.
right?
You probably get
Which-
like 90.
Probably like 50, 60
How?
at least.
Dude, that's insane.
It's just quick, dude. You just like
yeah.
you just kind of go at it. You know?
I could put 60, but like I find myself like, it's just moving your head.
It's
just
the
a tiny
thing.
bit.
The thing that I do when I shoot that I think gets people a lot is I shoot from 3 distances. So
yeah, I do that too.
I get close, half body, and then full body,
Mm-hmm.
and then I tend to just send them all 3 of that.
yeah, I do that, but like I feel like that'd be way too much time.
But I've been cutting back on the middle pose one, so I
Yeah.
just do a close up one
And then-
a full
yep.
body, and that's it.
Yep, that's what I do.
So let's say for 60 pictures, you mean like by the time I import it and then edit them and then export
talk
it?
to us.
Like
through
once
your
you're done
process.
exporting.
Like all
once
after
they're
done
on your
exporting?
computer, Yeah.
I think for 60 pictures, probably like 35 minutes.
What?
Yeah,
That's insane.
35 to 40 minutes. No, yeah, like 30 to 35 for like putting them
Wow.
in, editing every single one, and
I'm
then
trying to be
exporting.
like you, dog.
It takes time.
It's so
man.
stressful for me.
I used to take an hour or two a shoot back in the day too, so
Dude.
don't feel like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I do it at night though. Like I edit at night because I can't focus during the day.
And the other thing is, I feel like when you do it for a long time, eventually you just kind of get
You pick up a rhythm.
pretty confident with like the way some things have to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I used to just take a lot of time just make sure that everything looked the way I wanted to. And now I feel like I just kind of get it right away. Like I know what settings I need to move in order to make it look a certain way.
It's also like how you shoot it in camera too.
Yeah.
Like for me, I try to shoot the photos to look like how I want them to look post-processed wise.
Yeah.
So-
Mine would be fast. Like I just apply a preset, like my own preset,
Same.
and then I do like subtle adjustments in exposure,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would be good. But I do a lot of like spot healing
Oh, things like
and
that.
brushes on the eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Those
see.
are
And like
fun
acne
stuff.
removal. I do a lot of that.
Yeah, see,
that's
that
why
can
it
take
takes
time.
so much time.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time too. I mean, I've
And
done
my
it.
computer is so slow. Like I need to get a new computer.
That
Oh,
was
that's true.
what was making me take long back then too, is that my computer was hella slow, so I couldn't
Yeah.
edit fast.
Yeah.
But then I remember like 2 years ago when I upgraded to like a MacBook Pro that was more current to date.
Yeah.
I definitely noticed the speed, and now my MacBook's getting slow again because Apple just sucks like that.
Yeah, I
So I'm
know.
like, I need to get. I'm just gonna like build a PC at this point. I'm not even gonna go buy a
Yeah.
laptop anymore. Like I just want to build a computer for like gaming and editing where I can slap like 64 gigabytes of RAM on it and call it a day.
Yep.
I'm like, all right,
you
I'm
can
good.
edit photos and play Smash
Or
Bros.
like
yeah.
or like 128 gigabytes of RAM. I think you can do on a PC. That's
insane.
ridiculous.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I was
How many
talking to
sticks
this.
is that,
I was
like
talking to
5?
this photographer from Seattle, who surprisingly responded to me. You know, this is some
Yeah.
dude I've always liked his stuff, and he posted like a picture of his setup, and I saw he had like a switch
Yeah.
next to his PC module thing, but he was editing, so it was like a picture of his Lightroom gallery, and I was like, "Oh, dude, what's like your current setup that you're running?" And he's like, "Well, I built my PC for gaming and editing." He's like, "But this is what I have." So he sent me like a list of all the features,
Yeah.
and he had 128 RAM inside of that thing, and I'm like, "Holy
my
crap,
God.
dude, that thing must be
crazy.
fast." And
Dude,
I'm
that
like,
must be like 6 sticks of RAM.
"Yeah,
That's insane.
It's a lot. It's a lot of them for sure."
Wow.
Because I looked up all the parts and easily
I feel
like
that's like way overkill though.
yeah, I think that
might
was a
be.
bit much. I think 64 you're okay with,
Yeah.
you know. And he was like, "Yeah, I stream too and everything, you know." So I just wanted to like deck it out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you still don't need that much
Yeah,
for
you don't
streaming.
need that much.
But it's like,
If you
I
can.
mean, I guess if you can afford it and you have it,
Like if you have the
looked up
money, why not?
yeah,
Yeah.
I looked up his parts though, and it's like easy like a 6K build that he has right there. I was
Yeah.
like, that's insane.
Wow.
Bro. $6,000 for a PC.
Dude, I wish I had that money.
Yeah, the MacBook lags, dude.
I was looking
I'm
up
definitely way
at,
faster on the fucking MacBook.
Dude, I use a
Yeah.
what is it? I use an HP.
like an older one.
Like no, it's actually a newer one, but like I don't think they're made to handle that kind of
How much RAM
programming.
does it have?
I think 16.
Oh, okay.
It's I don't think they're made for that kind of photo editing like programs.
No, the only other computer besides like MacBook that seems to be good is the Microsoft, like the
Yeah,
Airs or whatever they're
yeah.
called. The Surface Pros?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
they did something to their software where it works better with Lightroom now.
yeah.
So if you have like a Surface Pro and you have like a 32 RAM one, you're pretty set.
Yeah, mine just like crashes and like is like a slow all the time.
Mine takes forever to
And
export.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, just let me finish
I'll
my
be
set.
exporting like 600 photos and it takes like 40 minutes. I'm like,
Dude, that's
for real?
insane.
I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man. It's so dumb. Lightroom just takes up way too much RAM space as it is, in my opinion. Like, it eats up your RAM like nothing just from
I feel
using
like
it.
half the time editing is like Lightroom just like taking so long
Taking
just
forever.
to load.
You're just like waiting for it to like refresh a little bit.
Yeah, and it's like not responding, and I'm like, come on, man.
You get that little
Oh, I
spinning
hate that.
circle.
Yeah, I'm
with
like,
the colors.
literally.
I hate that shit.
Oh god, dude.
But see, there's just so much that goes
It's
into it.
it's
bro.
just so annoying.
There's
Yep.
so many things that go into being a photographer.
Yeah,
People don't realize.
I've realized that, like just from starting to now,
Mhm.
and I'm still learning. Like, there's so much to learn.
Yeah.
Your advantage though is that you're still really young.
Yeah,
Like by the time you're like 22, 23, you'll have so much more knowledge. Not that you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
keep learning after that, but
oh
it's
yeah,
like
yeah. Obviously,
you know,
yeah.
starting at 14, dude. I wish I
I
would have
can't
started when I was
imagine.
14. I wish I would have started when I was in high school. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That would have been dope, dude. Know so much by now and just. But that's
Yeah.
the advantage of, you know, being young. And then
Yeah,
I also think you're gonna run into like the people who think you're too young
yeah.
for like something,
I've
because
met-
some
I've
people
met
think
some
you
people
have
like
to be
that.
older to do certain jobs.
Yeah,
like-
I've met some people like that.
Like if
already.
you did a wedding and they're like, "How old are you?" and you're like 16, they'd
That's
be like,
happened
"What?
to me.
Has it?"
I've done like one wedding. I didn't
Uh-huh.
even post it though because I didn't really like how they turned out. But
Oh.
they liked them, which
Yeah.
is what's important.
Yeah, that's good.
But I got one inquiry about a wedding, and it was like 2 weeks in advance, which is like kind of early.
Yeah, that's super
Yeah.
last minute.
And then they were like, we just need like a super last minute photographer. Like we don't have anyone. And I'm just like, oh yeah, of course, I'd love to shoot it. And then I gave them my pricings and then they're like, how old are you, by the way? I just want to make sure that, I don't know why they asked me how old I was. And I was like 15, and then they just like left me on red. I was like, oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like people should like base your skills off of your age.
No.
Because I know some people my age who are like really like way better than me at photography, and it's just insane how much skill you can have at such a young age.
Yeah.
No, yeah, your age doesn't determine how good you are at something. You could be really young and be really good at what you do, and it's like, if people like your work, why do they care so much about your age? Like, obviously the work speaks for itself.
Yeah, I know some of my friends and some people who aren't my friends, they're like, oh, I know some people who are like not even close to your skill level, and they're like as old as me, and they're like 24.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It
It really doesn't matter.
Like, it matters more how long you've been doing it.
And it's the hustle and the mindset.
But it's hard.
I've had like people at weddings who ask me how old I am. Like
dude, I hate when people
the one
ask
like
me that.
the
I'm
one
like,
like
just let me shoot.
the
man.
one like annoying uncle who was a photographer back in the day, and he feels
God.
he feels the need
That's
to
so
ask
funny.
you, hey, how old are you, man? Is this your job?
Dude,
yeah,
my sister's probably
I'm
gonna listen to
26,
this.
dude.
She's my older sister. In high school, she used to be in photography, and she always asked me about it, and I'm just like, just let me do my thing.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
yeah, it's just not the same as it used to be.
No, it's not. Yeah, things have changed. There's definitely like the old
That's how
heads
my
who
parents
think,
were. It took them a while to understand. They were like, why do you edit them so dark? And I'm just like, you need to understand the way the world is now.
No one uses
There's different
ND
styles for
filters
everybody.
with in the middle at 2 p.m. in Lake Tahoe with an ND filter on top and long exposure of the water, and they're like, voila. That's
I
not the
know.
thing anymore.
And it's not all about like it used to be the same style for everyone back in the day because they used to use film.
It was like, yeah, and it's not even that. Once digital got introduced, it was like just saturate your image a bit,
And the double exposure.
crank up the clarity a little, change some color variances.
Yeah, and those crazy double exposures where like the cars like really lit up and then the background is
Oh
dark.
yeah, or people where they would have like the portrait with like another portrait double exposure on the top.
Those are still kind of cool. I've been wanting to try one of those.
One of the see, I'm not talking about those though. It's the ones that you just knew they blatantly like
Yeah.
just photoshopped it on there. Not like the ones that people do now where it's like slightly faded and it looks really dope as a backdrop.
Yeah.
No, not that. I'm talking like where people would just make like a collage in one
Like
picture.
those
of,
like those bison photos. Have you seen those? Like all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Where there's like pictures of trees inside the bison or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's like the bison face and then
I
the
feel like that's so
landscape.
overrated, in my opinion.
I've never done it, and I took photos of bison, so I'm proud of myself.
been
or
wanting
just
to
like
do that.
animals. I know what you're talking about. Deer, moose, like bears, and they just do
that's
that.
just all over the place.
Yeah, things get played out really quick.
Yeah.
Like remember back then when everyone had the little reflector balls? Like, did you ever see those little crystal balls?
had
that
Oh
those?
people-
yeah.
I had one of those back in the
never-
day.
Oh yeah, those like lens balls.
Yeah. You would just put it to your lens.
I hated people who did that. I was like, that is
was
not
this guy.
creative
That
at
I
all.
was,
guy
I
over
was,
here.
that was me my first 6 months, and I'm like, this is so dumb.
It's
Or when
not
people would
creative.
like,
you just put the freaking ball up in the air.
or
Yeah.
back in the day when people do the long exposure of like the wire spinning.
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
I never did that, but
Dude, that
I
was
used to always
such a-
see it.
Nando used to do like a very cool editing style. He used to have a very cool editing
How?
style.
Oh, I used
very
to. Damn.
blue.
All right.
Like very blue. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
He said he used
He's
to
like,
have.
no, yours is bad.
No, I'm not saying that. But it was very cool. I remember looking at your stuff, and it was like very.
Which pictures, though? I'm
blue
trying to
tone.
think.
Very like the very first ones.
When I first started, I had a very cool temperature.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm trying to say.
super cool temperature. So I think I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But that didn't fit well into portraits at
Yeah.
all. It would
I
make people look
compensate,
like really faded.
Yeah, I compensate temperature with my saturation. So I like with my saturation, like I put it down like way low. I compensate that with temperature. Like I
Yeah.
go to like 10,000. And some
Yeah.
people may think that's
Makes
like way
sense.
too much.
But when you
because-
desaturate that much,
But
yeah.
then once you try my style, then you're like, oh, that's like not even that much.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
it-
desaturate a good amount too, just because of how bright the colors already are.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I keep my temperature like almost in the middle a
Yeah.
lot. Like it tends to just be like in the middle part. But back in the day, yeah, dude, all of my landscapes were just like super blue.
Really?
Yeah, like some Twilight looking
Dude, I
stuff.
hate blues so
Do
much.
you ever think that you're gonna switch up the style?
I think maybe just subtle adjustments, like maybe a little more whites here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll always be evolving.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Like
That's
you'll
how
look at
everyone
pictures
is.
from like a year, and like in a year you'll look at photos from now, and they're gonna be different.
That's how everyone is, though.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
just how your eye changes and how your style changes.
Yeah. I see pictures of him from like a year or two ago, and they're a lot different now.
Oh, yeah.
Same with me. I hate pictures from like 2 years ago. I'm like, wow, these don't look good at all.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Like
I can't
when
believe
was
I
first
stuck to
starting.
that faded ass look for so long, dude.
I
I
liked
hate
it.
it so much now. Like now that I
Yeah.
look, yeah. At least like the way I was doing it, I didn't like it because I felt like I was just cranking up that tone curve, and it was like I was washing out every detail in the picture.
Yeah.
So now it's like I got rid of that almost completely in my tone curve. It's like
Yeah.
non-existent anymore.
My tone curve is so interesting.
Because it's just like
No, it's not like. Imagine. It's just like instead of like the straight line, it's just like a little hump in the middle,
Mhm.
and then it goes back.
Yeah, mine tends to go like that.
Yeah,
I
like
just
an
have
S.
this S.
Almost like
That's
the S
how
curve.
a lot of people's are, but that's not a bad thing.
It's like
Yeah.
the standard.
It's like the
tone
standard
curve
tone
one,
curve.
and then obviously you just play with it from there.
Yeah, just have a little contrast.
I usually
started,
don't even
like-
play with my tone curve.
I started messing more with other settings more than the turn curve, like just the
Yeah.
contrast, the black whites, clarity, dehaze.
I feel like the thing I messed
Texture.
with the most was like grain and sharpening.
hmm
Like right now, I don't even play with that at all. Like I have zero grain.
I have a little bit of grain in mine, and then I reduce sharpness a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah, I had just neutral sharpness, like straight out of camera sharpness,
Mm-hmm.
and like zero grain.
Yeah.
I just have the default.
I've been just trying to like imitate film, so I have to have green.
I used to have like 25 grain on my images, and like then like zero sharpening, and then I used to have zero grain on my images and like 65
Hella
sharpening,
sharpening.
and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I don't mind grain. Grain is cool.
And
Yeah, I
now,
like
now
green.
I'm just like whatever. I just like the neutral look. That's just me right now, though.
Yeah. No, I play a lot with the coloring system too, like the
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's
brightness
definitely what
and the what is it, saturation, hues.
Oh,
Hues I
yeah.
mess with a lot
Oh
actually.
yeah, yep.
Because
There's
hues
that
are,
new-
hues are tight.
I don't know if you updated your Lightroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I haven't.
there's that panel with like the 3 circles, highlight, shadows.
Oh
and
yeah,
midtones.
for the split toning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It kind of it works like that, but now you have midtones, highlights, shadows,
Oh,
and you
wow.
can add color to like the shadows.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I need to.
I've been messing with that, dude.
I need to update
It's
my
interesting.
Lightroom. I haven't updated it.
Yeah,
in, like,
it's
so
it makes
long.
it a lot easier to get certain coloring in certain parts. Like
Yeah.
if you wanna like split tone your image, you know,
Or,
where
like,
you're
if you
like,
wanna-
oh, this is a little too like magenta, but I want it to be more green. So then you can like do that in the highlights and the
It
shadows.
works great with skin tones.
Yeah.
If your skin tones are a little too green or too magenta, you can just kind of put it like a little.
I
bit
found
color
my
into
like
it.
skin tones being like a little too like blue.
Your
Which
skin
is
tone
kinda
to being
weird.
blue.
Not like crazy blue, but like I zoom in and I see just a little bit of green and blue in it.
Mhm.
But I usually just fix that with orange saturation.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
But, yeah.
I could see that maybe the way you desaturate certain things,
Yeah.
it makes skin sometimes like
But it usually just fixes with like saturating orange a little bit more.
yeah, because a lot of people don't know that orange is the skin one.
Exactly.
It's like if somebody's face is hella orange, just crank down that saturation a
Yeah,
little
exactly.
bit, and you're
But
good.
you just put a
Yeah.
radial filter over it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also
Pretty much.
contrast too.
I
Contrast
usually
gives it saturation
use those
too
radial
sometimes.
filters on
Yeah.
faces and bump the shadows. Because like I realized my editing style is like, whoa, your face is too dark.
Oh,
And then I just
see,
put a
yeah.
radial filter over it and,
and
it's
just fix it.
like shadows 25 and it's just fixed.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just like takes off the
Yeah.
darkness in their skin and stuff.
You were just in Florida, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? You did some
Really
shoots
fun.
over there, no?
Yeah, I did. I did a couple. I wanted to like, I love shooting in like new areas and like new scenarios and like places like that. And I love the weather there, so I was like in my element.
You like Florida weather?
Oh yeah,
You're
dude.
tripping, bro.
No. I hate Nevada weather. Nevada weather is just like tweaking all the time, and I hate it.
It is, yeah.
But it's so humid over there, bro.
I love the humidity.
Oh hell no!
People
This
think I'm
man's a
crazy for
madman.
that, but I love like the way it makes my skin feel and my hair, and I'm
Yeah,
just
you're
like,
tripping, my dude.
dude, it makes me feel so like moisturized. I love it.
I like being there for a couple of days, and then I'm like,
I hate
I could
humid
live there,
weather.
literally.
I could not live there.
I hate humid weather with a passion. So maybe that's just me, cause nope.
Well, you did a shoot over there, right? Like with
Yeah.
this model.
Her name is Shayless, I think.
Shaylise.
Something like that. Sorry if you're watching this.
Murder that name.
I'm sorry.
Messages him after it drops. Really, bro?
That was a really fun shoot. We shot for like about an hour. That's how much I usually shoot.
And how
I
did
like
you
shooting.
arrange that shoot? Is she from over
I
there?
just like messaged her. I was like, "Hey, I'm coming to Orlando for like a week or two, and I want to do a collab with someone to like get a different feel of like the area."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm so down. Just hit me up when I have a free day." And that's just how it went. It was like in the morning. It was like 9,
Oh, that's
but it was
dope.
all cloudy. So, you
The
know,
lighting
we
is
all know
like
that
fine.
cloudy days are the best.
Yeah.
I used
You
to
get that
hate them.
nice. You get that nice overcast.
I used to hate the cloudy weather for pictures, but I feel like I just didn't understand lighting that well.
Yeah.
I love how like
Well, it all depends. Like if it's in the middle of the day, cloudy is the move. But
Yeah.
like sunsets, cloudy. I don't like cloudy.
Yeah,
days
it
with
just gets
sunsets.
dark.
yeah,
With
it just
yeah.
there's no sunset at that point.
Exactly.
Like if it's too cloudy.
Then it started raining during one of my shoots last week.
Oh, when it was randomly
Oh
raining.
yeah. I was gonna do a shoot with Chosen on that day,
No.
but it was like,
jeez.
we were gonna get around it, but then we were both really busy. So
Wouldn't you remember it started raining here when we were in here? Out of
Yeah.
nowhere?
just out of nowhere.
you're just like hear it. You're just like,
Yeah, we just heard like banging against the window. I'm like, bro, is it raining right now? And it's like super sunny outside. I was like, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
so weird. I hate Reno.
Yeah,
Just-
this weather is
this Reno
crazy.
weather is just too inconsistent.
Now it's just hella hot, bro. I'm
Dude,
like,
it sucks.
it's so
and it's
hot.
just so dry.
Hey, it doesn't feel too bad in here now, huh?
no,
No, it
here
feels
nice.
nice
That
right
little
now.
It's
cooler
fucking
is clutch, dude.
Yes, dude.
I used to feel just so bad for the guests because it would literally get hot. Like
You just see like
start
all the
sweating.
You just see all the reflections on their face.
You just start sweating, bro. I'm not
That's
even
funny.
kidding. So
That's tough.
I'm glad that
He's
we're
like, I gotta
finally
get a
figured
cooler
out.
in here so that
I
people don't come
swear,
in and they're
man.
like burning up the whole time.
But even during my shoots, I'm like, fuck. It just gets hot.
Yeah, I bet.
fucking
Doing
hate
studio shots in here.
But like once the sun is like at the horizon for sunset, it feels so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Like I did a shoot yesterday. You guys probably saw that. It was like 7:30.
Oh, I saw that.
Like
yes.
pretty late.
yeah. It was with Paige Coates.
Mm-hmm.
Paige Coates, I follow her.
It was like this super chill scenario. It was like no wind. I just loved the spot we went to. It was like Crystal Lakes Park, I think. It was like we just shot the field and the tennis courts
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
In Verde?
No, it was like by the mall.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Yeah.
By those like really really nice houses.
I mixed it up with Crystal Peak. Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it was like a really nice scenario to shoot.
Where are you, Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ. That yawn, bro. Where are you going tomorrow? Because you're leaving, right?
Actually, I'm staying.
Oh, never mind. then.
Yeah, I'm staying.
Where were you supposed to go?
I was supposed to go to Montana, but
Montana?
yeah, Montana, the country, the big
Yeah.
sky country.
Jeez. Go to Yellowstone or what?
I wish. I want to go to what is it called? Yosemite so bad.
It's close, bro.
I haven't been since I've taken
It's
photos.
literally 3 hours from here.
I've never taken photos there, like with the camera.
It's so sick. It's so sick. We should all go. It's
I'm
not
so
far,
down.
dude. It's
I'm
really
so
close.
down.
Like if you make time for 2 days at
Yeah,
least,
yeah.
like because you could leave early in the morning, kind of explore the valley during the
Yeah.
day, hit up like Taft Point for sunset,
Yep.
which is that really famous cliff
Oh
overlook.
yeah, with like the half dome and then the other cliffs in the back.
Yeah, like that crazy. You see the whole valley from up
Yeah,
there. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
one of the highest elevations, and then you could like the next day hit up sunrise at like Glacier Point,
Oh yeah.
and then hit up another sunset maybe at like Half Dome or something,
Dude, that'd be so fun.
and just come back.
That
It's
would be
3
really
hours, dude. It's not even that far. I like to go during like when the sun goes down earlier,
yeah.
so that way you're not like in the middle of the day not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want to go shooting in Yosemite at like 1 p.m. Like you're not gonna
Yeah,
get anything.
Exactly.
It's just way too
You don't
bright.
want to just like walk up there and be like, oh, I'm gonna try and take shots, but then all the highlights are just like,
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
you have like take a film camera, you probably get away with it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you can shoot film during
But
the
we all
daytime.
know like 12 p.m.
No,
That's not it.
Yeah, if you got a film, if you got like,
I've had some
got-
people
yeah.
ask me, like, I did a shoot with Deshaun and Roosevelt. It was like at like 11.
PM or AM.
It was tough.
Oof.
It was like super last minute though. I just wanted to get out and shoot because I was supposed to have one in the morning, but then they didn't even wake up. So
Like earlier in the day.
yeah, it was like 8, and they live in Fallon. So
Oh damn.
yeah, it was one of my clients, but we had to. So I just hit up Day because he's one of my friends, and we just shot at like 11.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Those.
I went to where
bright
you
light
went.
highlights.
I went to where you took
They
me.
can make it work, but it's hard.
Over at Midtown.
Yeah,
Oh.
Where?
See, you could.
it wasn't
semi-get
that
away
bad,
with it.
but it was pretty bad.
Oh, in Midtown?
Yeah.
Mm.
You could kind of get away with it, but it's still better to go there like.
It
later
was
in the
so
day.
hard to shoot there
Yeah.
with all the lights. Like it was like
Yeah.
11:30.
Yeah, that's like when
Yeah.
the sun's right at the top too.
Yeah,
that's
I
rough.
hate doing that, dude.
Nah, I like. I had somebody
ideal.
yesterday ask me because the minis I'm doing are in Verdi, and I will not go to Verdi unless it's for like sunset.
Yeah, there's
you
like
know?
no shade there, is
Yeah,
there?
like I'm just not gonna even bother. And one of them asked me if I could do like 2 p.m.
Oh God.
and theirs was supposed to be at 7.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
so it was like the perfect time already.
Yep.
Like 6:30 and after in Verdi is you can get away with it.
yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, can we do like 2 p.m.?" And I was like, "No,
No.
I was like, "Are you sure you can stick to
Especially in the
7?"
summer, it's like blue skies.
Bro, and
sun's,
it
like,
was
right
hella
there.
hot. I was like,
Oh
nah.
God, nope.
I was
That's
like,
not
no,
the
can
move.
you like please stick to 7? And they were
Exactly.
like, they like messaged me a little after, and they're like, no, never mind. Like we don't have to bring it down. Like let's just do 7. And then when we did it, they were way happier that they waited because it wasn't as hot anymore.
Yeah.
And you know, Verdi just looks really pretty during
I
that
don't
time
think
of
I've
the
ever
day.
shot up
And they
there.
were like, oh wow, this is okay. Yeah, we're kind of because they could see the light like peeking in through the back of the mountain, so you'd get flares in the background. And they were like, oh okay, I'm glad we waited. I'm like, well, this is why I didn't want to do 2 p.m. because
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never been to.
He did like a
Verdi.
middle in the day one out
I
there
did.
once, and I don't know how he made it work.
In
That's just
general,
insane.
How, dude?
Just listen to your photographer. Like if the photographer's recommending
Exactly.
you to not shoot at 12 p.m.
Dude, that makes
then
me so mad. They're like,
There's gotta be a reason for it. you
they're
know?
like, but it's so bright out and it's so beautiful, and I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
like, shut up.
yeah, like you don't understand lighting.
You really don't.
Exactly. I had this one person like, I was telling them no. It might have been that one. I'm trying to pull it.
that one.
You're
that
just
you did,
DMing him back. No.
He's trying to find it.
It was bright, bruh.
It's crazy because the pictures still look really good, but
What was
that
that?
was like
I mean,
That's
that's not that bad though.
no. That he
I don't-
made it
those
work.
highlights are pretty crazy though.
Yeah, look at the back.
Yeah. But the
Wait, go to
thing
that one
is-
with the kid.
Yeah.
See the highlights on his left side?
Yeah.
I don't mess with that.
See
I,
highlights.
My editing style on highlights like that,
highlights
I
in
can't
that,
do
but
it.
it's not even that. Like the grass, like there's no detail in the
Yeah,
grass.
exactly.
Because
I
if
can't
you,
do that.
the grass looked really green, like,
But I still like
and
them.
you
though.
can't
They
really
looked-
tell there. 'cause
They
it's
looked
all
really
blown
nice.
out.
Like he did a good job at like making his darks,
Yeah.
and then just
But
kind
then
of
the thing
fading it
is,
out.
I don't think that I could have made that work like right now, because that was what. Can you check the date on there?
4/9/21. Oh yeah, this is when the sun
Yeah.
was still not up as high as it
Because
is
right
now.
now it's straight down. There's
Yeah.
just no way.
During the summer, the sun is like up here.
Yeah.
Before that, it's like at an angle.
Yeah.
So you can
Yep.
technically get away with shooting in brighter
There's
scenarios.
just no way anymore.
Or like in the winter, the sun is always like this.
Yeah.
You know, like it's bright, but it's always at an angle. But that's when sunset is at like 5.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's why-
that makes sense.
You get that.
Dude, I hate winter
It's
for
a nightmare,
that.
bro.
Really?
Freaking sunsets at 5.
I actually
Yeah.
don't mind it because
so lame.
that means I'm done earlier.
That's
Like
very
I can
true.
just enjoy the rest of my day.
I just like having a longer day.
Like
Like sometimes now when I go shoot and it's like 8, and then it's already like 8:45, 9 when I go back home. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I already gotta go to
All
sleep.
right, I
bro.
gotta be up by like, I gotta stay up until 2 to edit.
I'm actually pretty excited for this upcoming winter because now I don't have to go to work,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't have to deal with that.
and I
yeah.
hope I can just make it work. And
Yeah, I'm excited
Stay
to.
busy.
I'm gonna try to book a lot more winter stuff this year too, because I feel like I always let the snow kind of just go by, and I don't take advantage of it. I love shooting in the snow. He doesn't. I love it.
I don't either.
I
don't
love
like
to
sh-
do
I don't
it.
like
Like,
shooting
during-
in the snow.
I don't like doing it in the middle of the day because those whites are just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no.
But if like someone books like a sunset session in the winter, I get so stoked. Like I just love the white backgrounds.
Yeah.
But I think I like shooting landscape more in the winter.
Yeah,
than
me too,
anything.
definitely.
Like I'll probably
Like
do
on
more
those
landscape
cold
stuff.
days.
Yeah.
Or like it's cloudy and you
Or
see
like
the snow in the back.
not even doing paid work in the winter, but like get your homies and go to like Donner
Yes, dude.
on like a sunrise and just get those really dope
and all those
foggy pictures.
all those
Yeah.
clouds when it's like sunrise, is all the it just turns pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then like
pretty.
tell your homie to go stand in that frozen dock. And
Yes,
just get like
dude.
a dope picture like that. See that maybe that's why I like winter is more for that, but
Yeah, I did a shoot with Edamar like a couple months ago.
out there?
Yeah.
In
it
Donner?
was, no, it was like the Tahoe Meadows.
The
Like
Matt
on-
Rose one?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
there's
yeah.
that wooden walkway?
Yeah.
Mm, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that spot. The
The one
spot's
near
really
there.
nice.
Yeah, so far I haven't had a good experience there. 'Cause
Really?
When we went, it was like 10.
Oh,
And this
yeah,
and there
don't
was
go
like
there at
no
that time.
shade and it was snowy.
Oh, yeah, no. You
And-
gotta go there like around sunset.
Yeah, dude.
The minis I have for July are there, which
Yeah.
I'm stoked to go there for. But I made them all for sunset.
Yeah,
The
dude.
earliest people can book is like 6:50. I'm like, I'm not going there before that, bro.
Yeah, all the highlights in the snow are just like
Yeah, middle of the day with the snow just sounds like disaster.
it
Yeah,
was so
no.
bad.
I do.
I just tried fixing like the like super dark blue sky with like a graduated filter and it was just like not working out. I was like nah.
Yeah, it gets tricky.
You have any other travel plans this year?
I usually go to see my family on Oahu in Hawaii. See my cousin.
So you might go there this year again?
I usually go every December.
Oh, okay.
I went last December for New Year's.
Oh, nice.
And we hiked up to Diamond Head. It's like one of the most popular. It's like a volcano that blew up. And we hiked up to the top of it at like 11:45. And we just got an overview of like the whole city. And like fireworks are illegal there.
Oh, so they didn't do fireworks?
No, they did.
Oh.
Trust.
Oh,
We went up to the top.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, like all the valleys and like all the people just like, that was the most fireworks I've ever seen in my entire life.
Damn, they just
and you
really
could just
let
hear
it
the
rip.
cops like going left and right down
Oh,
streets,
no.
and they were just like could not handle it.
Trying to find people.
Yeah, they just
Damn.
couldn't do it. I was
Well,
like,
I could-
just give up.
I could see why it'd be illegal. It's an island.
Yeah.
You know, like something catches on fire there, bro. It's gonna be rough.
But it's so like humid and like lively there. Everything's so green. I don't know why everything.
Here he goes with his humidity, bro. I swear. to
loves it.
God.
Dude, I love
It's
it.
from Hawaii. What do you
Yeah, maybe that's why you like it, because you're
Yeah.
used to that
Yeah.
humidness over there. I've never been, but I
Yeah,
do
me
want to go
neither.
to Hawaii or like Maui.
Dude, you
I
love
like
it.
those areas.
I definitely recommend Kauai.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Waimea Canyon. That place is so cool for photos. Like so cool.
just scared
I've
of
never
the-
been to Kauai, but I really want to go.
I'm scared of the ocean, bro. I don't know how I feel about being in the middle of the
Yeah,
ocean.
dude. I got a scar on my leg. I think it's on this leg, but it's like this big.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like surfing, and I was in this wave conditions. I was trying to snorkel in it. Not snorkel. What am I saying? Like go diving in like in the area, and the waves were like way bigger than I was used to. And I got rolled over one, and my leg and my chin, they all got scraped up by the reef.
No.
And my cousin was on the beach, and I'm like, nah, I'm done. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I can't imagine
'Cause my
getting on
cousin's
a
like-
surfboard and
Yeah.
not thinking there's like a damn shark right below me, bro. Nah, I'm terrified of
No,
the
it's not
ocean.
even like the sharks. It's like the reef.
Yeah, I'm
like
sure
in-
the reef can mess
Because
you
in
up
Oahu,
too.
like there's like 3 feet of water, and there can be 20-foot waves,
Oh, jeez.
and there's just reef, and then there's 3 feet of water.
Oh, so you just smack
like
right
people
into
die
it?
doing that.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool, bro.
Like,
I'll go
big-
like sit on the beach and look at it, but I
like
don't get
big
in the
wave
water.
surfers, like in the winter swell, when there's like really big sets, there's like big wave surfers that die out there in tournaments because they
Damn.
just get rolled in 20-foot waves, like
Go and just.
just into the reef, just dead.
I think surfing is like extremely dope. You know, it's like
there's a learning curve to it.
it seems hella hard.
It's not that like, for example, like you go to Waikiki on Oahu if you ever go and take surf lessons there, and you'll have a good time. Like there's no reef.
Like I just see when dudes ride big waves, and I'm like, how do you even keep yourself on
It's
the board,
a lot
bro?
of practice, dude. It's like
Like, your board's probably hella wet.
it's
your
the
feet are soaking
aerodynamics.
wet,
Well,
like-
part of it is like you just put wax on the board. It's
To
kind of
help
like
with it?
grip tape for a skateboard.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
still a lot harder than skateboarding in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, no, that
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
seem. Skating is hard
Like-
to get to a good point at. I can only imagine surfing. Like, Nah, bro.
Yeah, you could go to like Waikiki and like take surf lessons and get up on the board once, because the waves are like not even a foot.
If I got on one and just stood on it, that's enough for me. I don't gotta go ride a wave. Like, I just know I'm self-coordinated.
Yeah, you could ride it. Like, it's super easy because like the waves there are like a foot, and you just like you have time to get up on the board, and it just like takes you, and then you fall off. It's just like super easy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack could do it.
You ever done snowboarding?
Yeah, I'm really good at snowboarding and surfing.
I feel like if you can surf, you can snowboard.
I'm so good.
But then also, like, if you can skate, you can also kind of snowboard. It's like the same
I
idea.
used to skate, but I kind of got out of it. I don't know why. But
I used to when I was like your age or younger. It feels weird.
I can
to say,
still
bro. When I was
when
your
you-
age, long
Yeah,
ago.
I can still kickflip and stuff, but that's
Nah,
about
I
it.
busted my ass hard, so I stopped.
Really?
Yeah, I injured myself pretty badly.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you grow old, you get scared of like getting injured.
Well, I was like 16, almost 17 when that happened. Like, I messed up on the side of my knee over here, and pretty much the doctor was like, you might want to stop doing that because you could permanently damage your knee. I was like,
Yeah,
no taken.
man.
So I was like, all right.
That's
I'm
how
not
I
gonna
am
do
with
that.
my arm. Like, I've broken my wrist like 5 times in the same spot, and now it's like a banana. I'm
I
not
had
even
never broken any. Thankfully, I never broke anything skating, but I would like mess up my shins from
Yeah.
like tray flipping.
kidding. Dude, I've broken my wrist
Yeah.
just doing stupid crap. Like,
The only time
I
I
raced my friends on a bike at night.
like just a normal bike.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like on bikes at night, and of course I hit a speed bump,
Oof.
No,
and I just went over the handlebars.
Oh damn.
Like, why would you race your friends at night?
yeah,
like,
and
what are
bikes.
you doing?
Yeah, not at night. I don't
I'm
know
just a
about that one.
dumb, like, I was so dumb back then, but now I'm like kind of growing older.
He's like,
Just that's
I
what
can't
I'm
mess
saying.
up my hands, bro. I gotta take pictures.
You grow old.
I gotta get, if
When-
I break this thing again, I gotta get surgery, and I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
and when you're old, you're like you have to work. You have somebody's gotta pay the bills.
yeah,
Yeah,
you get
exactly.
injured.
Medical
Yeah,
bills
you
are
can't
expensive.
be
Health
messing with that
insurance
shit.
is a scam and it's hard to get.
Uh,
And it's just
I don't even
stupid.
have one right now.
Yeah, I don't even have a health insurance right now,
No.
so I can't hurt myself. Cause if I do, we get a fat old bill in the
Oh my
mail, dude.
God.
Nope.
Nope. All right, boys. I'm getting closer to.
Can you plug yourself in again one more time?
Yeah, my handle on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook is bbimagez with the Z, bbimagez.
BB
The website?
Images.
And my website is brycebowlinphotography.com.
There you go.
Yep.
Are you guys hungry?
I'm pretty
I
hungry,
am.
dog.
He wanted to go to Anna's. That's what
Dude, that looked so good.
I'm down. Let me message the client.
Why? Do you
I
have
to-
someone coming
I
right
have,
now?
I have to go to San Harbor again.
When? At what time?
5.
You have to be there at 5?
But I'm hoping to push it back either way.
Well, let us know. We're gonna
Yeah.
find out
All right.
off screen.
All right, everybody.
Later, guys. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Thank
We'll
you
be
so
back
Catch you in
soon.
the next one.
See y'all later,
Peace,
dog.
peace.
Sheesh.
Oh, you did not just do that.